All right, so Claude just dropped Claude Design by Anthropic Labs, where you can make prototypes, slides, and one-pagers just by talking to Claude. And yesterday they just dropped Claude Opus 4.7, and that is what is behind the scenes. They literally just dropped this thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and open it up right now, and we're gonna test it out. All right, here it is, Meet Claude Design. You can import your team's designs. So if you have logos or brand assets or other pages and things like that, and then you can go ahead and make prototypes. So obviously a lot of the stuff we were able to do already inside of something like Claude Code, but now the interface is much more sort of like your Lovable or your Bolt. So it's gonna lower the barrier to entry even more, and a lot more people might be coming over here to test out Claude Design. All right, so this is the main page. We have prototypes where we can create a new project here, either a wireframe or a high fidelity. We can create slide decks, or we can create from templates or other sorts of things. And you'll also notice at the bottom here, there's this thing that says set up design system. Create a design system so that anyone can create good looking designs and assets. I'm assuming that this might be like a design.md sort of thing. So like a template that the agent can look at to always make sure it's following your brand guidelines. So it looks like, yeah, we have a company name and blurb. We would provide examples of our design systems and products, and then any other notes. So that's how we could have every single project that we create in here, inside of Claude Design, feels consistent with our brand. So let me just go ahead and fill out some example stuff here. All right, so I set up the name, I set up a little blurb. I actually put in the GitHub repo for our AI Automation Society website. So this website right here. And then I just linked in the brand guidelines and our actual logo, and then just said our brand should feel techie, but also modern and professional. So now that is our design system. I'm gonna go ahead and click continue to generation. It will take about 15 minutes to generate your design system. You can step away, but keep the tab open. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and start that generation. Now what you can see is while this is loading up, we definitely get that lovable style interface. We can see what's going on the left-hand side. We can see a task list. And then on the right-hand side, we can see what's actually going on. So while this is loading up, let's actually talk about what is this Claude Design. So this is the blog or the announcement post that they just put out. It is powered by their most capable vision model, Opus 4.7. But one of the benchmarks that stood out was right here, visual reasoning. So 82% and 91% compared to Opus 4.6's 69% and 84.7%. So a noticeable jump in visual reasoning, which is exactly what they called out right over here. So Claude Design is available in research preview, but you have to be on a Claude subscription. So Pro, Max, Team, or Enterprise subscribers. We're rolling out to users gradually throughout the day. So I'm not gonna read off all these features because I think you guys understand kind of the premise here. But what's cool is you can collaborate. So designs can have organization scoped sharing. You can keep something private or you can share it across your team. You can export pretty much anywhere. You can export to Canva, PDF, PowerPoint, or HTML files. And this is where it gets cool. You can hand off to Claude Code. So when a design is ready, Claude can package everything and you can pass it off to Claude Code to do the actual building and syncing to GitHub and all of these other things. A lot of people might be saying that this is gonna kill Canva, but it looks like they're actually working together here. We can see that Canva said, we've loved collaborating with Anthropic over the past couple of years and share a deep focus on making complex things simple. But checking back in on our Claude over here, we can see it's doing a lot. It's importing from GitHub, it's reading everything, it's building preview cards and building styles and stuff. So I'm just gonna check in with you guys once this has been fully built out. So it's still working, but it came up with something for us as a draft. We can see that we are missing brand fonts. Hopefully it's able to find those because in the brand guidelines doc that I gave it, there is typography in there. So just to pull this up real quick, you can see here that we do have two different fonts that we use right there. Anyways, things that need review. So we have the colors. These all look good. And we're able to directly approve right here. So I'll say that looks good. We also have some accents and gradients. Once again, I'll click on looks good. We've got neutrals. We've got the type, which looks exactly the way it is on our website. Okay, so what is it talking about? It definitely does have fonts. This is the typography that we actually are using. So I don't know what's going on there, but you can see that there's tons of different things to review. So I'm just gonna keep clicking through and make sure that nothing looks too weird. It's even getting into like the spacing and what the buttons might look like, the glow, all of that looks really nice too. We've got our buttons, badges, different cards. Okay, so at this point, it really is just pulling everything from our website to understand the brand feel. But we also see up here, there's a tab called design files. And if I click in, we can see different things. We can see the assets that I dropped in. We can also see a preview of the HTML components and some CSS styling stuff. We can see UI kits. We can see any uploads and the source repo, which has other things in here too. So yeah, I guess the way I feel about this right now is they basically took your ability to build a Claude Code design project or website project inside of, your own folders and files, and they just basically put this onto a lovable style interface. So it kind of reminds me of what they did with Cowork, and they're just kind of doing another iteration of Cowork, but this is for design. And what's cool about this is a lot of times when you're building design things, you're brainstorming with Claude Code about the actual like code or the logic, and then you kind of have a bit of a surprise when it opens up a local host and you look at it. But this way you're able to sort of iterate with it all the way through. So essentially you will be saving tokens because it's kind of the whole theory of having a better planning phase where it might be more upfront, but then what happens is you are spending less because you're not chasing it down the wrong path and trying to course correct it. So we're still missing our fonts apparently. I'm not gonna mess with that because it has our typography and that looked fine. It went through a ton here. You can see what it did is it created colors and type. We have a README. We have also a skill.md, which is a machine readable manifest for Claude Code. And I'm assuming somewhere in here there is a design MD, or maybe that's exactly what we just built together. So now your team's new projects will use this design system by default, which is awesome. All of our slides, all of our, whatever it is, are gonna use this. So I'm gonna click on this button and we'll see what pops up next. Okay, so the app is a little laggy. It feels like it's using a decent amount of my RAM, probably because it's in research preview and maybe it's still being rolled out. But anyways, we can look at examples, which is pretty cool. We have shader wallpapers, so that's kind of nice. We have app onboarding, so we could go through the whole flow of an iOS app. We also have text streaming, and all of this stuff we could just go ahead and use the prompt directly. Okay, so I wanna first off just try a slide deck. So I'm just gonna call this AI time, and we're gonna go ahead and create this slide deck. It's already using my design system, as you can see, and there was a drop down. So that means you can probably have multiple different design systems. If you've got like different business units or you've got different business branding for different things, you can create a design system for each one. So it says start with context. Designs grounded in real context turn out better. We can attach a design system, screenshots, or a code base. All right, so what I did is I just dropped in this PDF, and this is the one that I just made for a previous video, basically a huge setup guide for setting up Claude Opus 4.7 as a 24/7 trading bot. So I dropped in that PDF, and I just wanna see if it can turn that into a presentation for me. So I just gave you a PDF called Opus 4.7 Trading Bot. I'm not sure if I was supposed to drop it right here or if I was supposed to drop it here, but either way, you should be able to see it. And I just want you to turn that into a branded PDF, sorry, not PDF, a branded presentation for me. Okay, so that prompt was horrible. I kind of just like started talking all over the place, but let's see what it can do. It's going to invoke a skill. So let's see which one it's running here. It's running the read PDF skill. I was able to read it, and now it's checking the design system, and it's setting up the project right here. It planned out the deck, so you can see this is basically 19 different slides that it's gonna create. And now hopefully all of this looks pretty aesthetic and it feels on brand. Okay, this is interesting. We got some sort of internal error, maybe because tons of people are trying to use this right now, but it automatically shut off 2 retries. So it does have that functionality. Oh, here's a nice little useful tip. Store bread in the freezer. Toasting it from frozen tastes better than fresh. Okay, so it's still editing some stuff, but you can see right off the bat, this feels very branded to me. The colors, the typography, the logos, everything. So as we start to sort of swipe through here, we can see we're still getting the same feeling with all of the font. We're getting the information from the actual PDF. You can tell there's some sort of skills going on the back end. I don't know if you guys have ever tried to create like a slide deck with Claude Code, but this looks really, really good. And think about the fact that I just dropped in a PDF. So obviously like this, I don't like all this spacing here, but something like this is really nice. I like the glow down here. This is very nice. Okay, I like the slide a lot as well. We can see the repository layout. So anyways, this is awesome. Now what we can do is we can see there's a button here that says tweaks. We can ask Claude to change something about a specific slide. We could leave comments as well. We can actually choose something and comment on it. So that's very nice about a very specific element. We can click on edit. So we can actually physically change the things ourselves if we want to. We also have this option to draw. I'm not sure what this is. Maybe just to point at something. Okay, so I basically just drew and I typed and said, I don't like this. And I click send. Okay, so it sends over that image of what I drew, and then it sends over my note as well. So I'm just gonna go ahead and stop that because there was nothing wrong with it. But we can also present right from here. So we can present full screen right in this tab. And I know that aspect ratio got weird for you guys, but we can present there or just like that. There you go, now you can see it for real. Okay, so that's very awesome. That's going to help us be able to create slide decks so much quicker. And honestly, I like this more than Gamma because Gamma has its own things and it's really nice, but it's a bit more inflexible. So if you dropped in an entire just transcript or a 50-page brain dump, it would be able to structure it into a way that you like in here, and it would also feel like it comes from your brand. Okay, so let's go back home. That's kind of what we can do with slide decks or presentations. Let's see what it can do with an actual landing page. So I'm gonna go over here to prototype, and we're just gonna do a high fidelity. We're just gonna go straight after it with a high fidelity. I'm just gonna call this one a first agent promo, and we're gonna click create. So let's say you have your main website for your brand, right? But what if we want to create a different landing page that would go on a subdomain because maybe we're launching a limited time workshop or promotion. All right, so that's pretty vague, right? There's a little bit of detail, but it's pretty vague. But it's going to be able to use our design system. And I'm curious to see, there we go. It's asking us questions and it's asking us right over here. So what is the workshop called? We're going to say your first AI agent, confirm the dates, May 4th to May 6th, sure. What time each day? We're just going to go 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Central. Is there a seat cap? We're just gonna say, yeah, sure, early bird pricing. Who's hosting? I'll host it. What do you want your students to walk away with? Your first AI agent built with Claude Code. And the day-by-day agenda, sure, high level per day. Okay, so as you can see, it's getting all the questions that it needs from us in order to be able to make this landing page. All right, so I answered all of those questions. There was a lot, but that's, once again, a very good thing. Let's see what we get. We have our page now, and we have some tweaks that we can make. So it opened up a panel right here. You can see that we can change the early bird. So I could change this to April 30th, and it would update. I don't know where it was. Oh, okay, I found it. April 30th, I could change this to April 29th. There we go, we can make that tweak. The primary accent can be orange instead of blue. So if we wanted to change it to orange, we certainly could that easily. We have a countdown right here, which we could turn off. And we also have a sticky CTA bar, which we could turn off as well, which is right here, as you can see. And now I can just turn this off when I'm all good with the tweaks. So let's take a look at the actual content here. First of all, you'll notice this feels exactly like the website, and all of these elements feel the same with the buttons and the colors and the spacing, all of that. Even the copy has a very similar feel. The capitalization, the icons, very nice. We've got the 3-day plan. It goes through 1, 2, 3, built for beginners. I would have to upload my image, which would go right here, as far as like who is the instructor. And then we've got some testimonials right here. What we would do now is we'd go back and forth and iterate, and we'd see the version, and we'd keep making tweaks, and we'd comment on things. And that's how we would get this to the point that we want it. But now, how do we actually get this project on the web? Well, we have an export button up here. We can download the zip, a PDF, a PowerPoint, we can send to Canva, we can export the HTML, or we can hand off to Claude Code. So let me see what happens if I click on this. Okay, so it says fetch this design file, read its README, and implement the relevant aspects of the design. And I'm gonna go ahead and click on copy command. And now in VS Code, I have the actual project open, which is the AIS website that it had looked at originally. And I'm gonna paste in that prompt, and we'll shoot it off, and we'll just see what happens. Okay, so you can see it's able to go to this endpoint, and it's able to fetch the design file that we need. So basically it's going to extract that zip file that we just made over here together in Claude Design. And while this is running, I just want to say, this is really impressive to me. It basically just loops everything into Anthropic's ecosystem. Like, I understand the play for sure, because I might not even need my Gamma subscription anymore, or I might not even need my Canva subscription anymore, if I can basically just have all of my things synced together and all of my team working on the same projects and the same design systems in the same environment. Especially when you think about the fact that in order to make these landing pages and in order to make, your presentations, context is everything. And when I'm making presentations in Gamma, I have to go get from my Claude Code project so much context and so many maybe meeting transcripts or different memos or something. But if all of that already lives inside of my Claude Code environment, and then I say, hey, make me a presentation about X, Y, and Z, go look in the right projects, that's like a huge help. So I think the flow is you come to Claude Design and you have your design elements and you have your projects here and you do your prototyping here and you do your slide deck building. And then when you need to actually take it one step further to deploy it or to maybe integrate some other deeper things into it, that's when you send it over to Claude Code with the click of a button, and then you can expand the functionality from there. Okay, so the server is up. It also said that it automatically switched out my image. Remember, if you guys saw in this version, where were we? First AI Agent promo. In this version, there was a placeholder basically for my image, which was right down here. So it looks like I didn't even tell it to do that, by the way, and it was able to fill that in. So let's open up the localhost. We have the home page right here. AI Automation Society, yep, that's the home page. But then if we go back to the actual workshop page, which would be kind of like a subdomain, there we go. We have the Your First AI Agent, we've got the countdown, we've got the buttons, we've got all the same information, the sticky CTA down here. And if I keep scrolling down, we have the actual image, although this isn't the right one. This is one of my other website. I would ideally want like a headshot, but that would be as simple as dropping in a headshot and saying, hey, use this instead, and it would go ahead and update that. And now, because we're already inside of this project, all I would have to do is push this to GitHub, and then Purcell would grab it and I could sync it to a different subdomain. So that is Anthropic's new Claude Design. Like I said, I think this is awesome. I'm definitely gonna be playing around with this. I'm gonna be making a lot of presentations in there. I can already tell you guys that for certain. So if you enjoyed the video or you learned something new, please give it a like. Helps me out a ton. And as always, I appreciate you guys making it to the end, and I'll see you in the next one.